Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're finally starting the E28 for the first time, so hang in there and enjoy.
I need to stop. I've been doing too much, I've been running too fast, I've been testing my luck. I've been living cloud nine, I've been at it all night, I've been feeling so loved. I've been waking up late, I've been making up shit, I've been spilling my guts. I've been feeling so blessed, but stressed all day, so I'm living out my dreams like every night. I love my life.
Right, I've been going at it for a while. You're dirty. So this is the bracket that I made. Right here, some light, so as you can see. So these are the standard mounting points. These two here are also sliders. I ordered those other bolts for here, so that the bracket is connected to the chassis on two places. And then right here it bolts to the CSB, and it's actually right now really sturdy, so this is going to work. But I bumped into another issue, and yeah, it's a major one. So you see, I mocked up the exhaust. The problem is I welded it up at a bit of an angle, which caused it to, as you can see here, it's already almost touching the chassis, and the rear silencer has to go up like another 15 centimeters. So then the exhaust right here will hit the body, which is obviously not good. But that's alright, that I can re-weld it, that's not the biggest problem. What is a problem though, is the downpipes. So you know, from an E34 I thought they would fit, but I forgot that there is a sway bar. And the sway bar goes here. Needs to mount there, and it's hitting the exhaust. So yeah, that really sucks, because that's a piece of the exhaust. As you can see, it's a really weird bend. And I'm not sure that I will be able to fix it, or not in a proper way. So I'm thinking, for the exhaust, I'm actually just going to mock this exhaust up as good as I can, so it's drivable, and try to make an appointment at an exhaust shop, or a shop that does exhausts, and just have a custom exhaust made right away. That's going to solve all my problems. It's an exhaust that also will be compatible with the M52 swap, so I think that's going to be the best thing to do. But now that the exhaust is connected, I am going to take advantage of that and try and start the engine and let it run for a little bit. That way I don't get deaf. Normally it should start up, and then I'm gonna let it run, let it bleed the air out of the system, and also bleed the steering. So yeah, I was like, yeah, today I get this thing on the ground and we're gonna drive it. No. I don't know if I have already said this, but I had a ground issue. So the big ground that goes from the engine to the chassis, usually it goes from here, from the engine mount to the chassis. But because this engine mount rubber, it's just rubber, and the engine mount itself is powder coated, they don't really guide electricity. So I figured that could be the issue why I have no response from the engine when I try to start it. So I jumped, put a cable from the bolt that mounts the engine mount to the engine to here, and it actually worked. So I'm obviously not going to keep it this way, that's why I bought this. So just a ground lead or whatever. So I'm just going to put it from the bolt at the engine mount to the chassis, and then that is another issue solved. I cleaned up the garage a little bit to make some more space. I'm gonna start the car. So I've got the battery right there. I'm gonna put it in the trunk right away. It has 13 volts at the moment, which should be enough to get at least something out of it. I'm gonna let the engine turn over a few times with the fuel pump relay disconnected to make the oil go around. And then after a while, if it cranks, then I'll plug it in and it should start after a couple tries, because yeah, the fuel lines and everything will be empty, the fuel rail will be empty, so, but I'm fairly confident that it should start. Okay guys, super fucking stoked. It runs, it runs, it runs. Damn, I'm so happy, so happy. So now I don't really care that I have to re-weld the exhaust a little bit and stuff. I'm just gonna run it without the sway bar in the front, just temporarily, but then it runs. That means I've done a good job at the wiring. And yeah, I'm really happy. So yeah, as you heard, it's really loud with this exhaust, which is actually the point. I want it to be really loud. So yeah, super stoked. So next up, as I said, redo the exhaust a little bit, and yeah, I'm just waiting for some other bolts for the drive shaft to yeah, to have the proper size bolts, so I don't get any vibrations. And then in the next video, you see here, these are the original seat rails from the E28. I will be mounting the new seats with the adapter plates. So yeah, that's gonna be a good one as well. So yeah, I'm super stoked. Here we are again, guys. So I adjusted the exhaust. Like I said, it didn't fit, or it hit the body in the middle. That's solved now. So I already also put the wheels on. Yeah, we're gonna, for the first time in 2 months, take it off the jack stands, set it on its own wheels. I am going to have to adjust the height on these wheels. Yeah, I'm basically just going to lower it more. So I want to take a measurement of how much it has to drop with these wheels on it. And yeah, I have a few little things to button up. Like I said, the O2 sensor I haven't done yet, but I just jack up the car, just screw it in. That's not too much of an issue. So yeah, we're gonna put it on its wheels. Finally. That wasn't supposed to happen. Way too close to comfort again. Ta-da! Looking really good. What I noticed now is, if you can see, the engine is actually tilted to the back quite a lot. And I can't remember if this should be this way, if it's the same in E36. But it could be that I have to raise raise it on the back, basically make some sort of spacer on the gearbox mount. But I'm not sure because the shifter, I don't think it has to come up higher or something. So, but yeah, here we have it. So as you can see, there we have the exhaust, and I don't know if you can tell how low it is on camera, but this is my hand. So E28s, I have it with my other car as well. The exhaust always hangs super low. So that's also part of the reason why I want to have a custom one made. To tuck it up as high as it's possible. Because I'm not really comfortable being with the exhaust being the lowest part of the car. I'd rather have it be just a subframe or the frame rails. I'm gonna push the car out of the garage right now to turn it around. So that way the exhaust, I'm basically going to put the front inside because I need to lift the tires up to bleed the steering system. And then the exhaust is not fuming into the garage. Okay guys, so we just turned the car around as you saw, and we went on to find another issue. So it's dripping oil out of the steering, the servo steering thing. Everything dripped out. I think the case of it broke. I see a small crack on the underside. I don't really know how it happened. I guess it was just old, but I have another one laying around and should be an easy repair. So I guess that's what we're doing today. Okay guys, so I'm stupid. And I didn't know that this part consists out of two parts, and it is joined together here with these 4 bolts. And last time when I took this apart, I loosened 2 of these, the 2 at the bottom, and I forgot to tighten them again. Which basically means that this could come open a bit and everything leaked through here. I thought it was damaged, I thought I saw a crack, but I was wrong. So I just have to tighten these and it should solve the problem. So yeah, we learned something again. And with a matter of fact, to tighten these, I will have to take off the pulley because I can't reach in there. So yeah, that's stupid.
Dat is nog wel iets anders dan echt zo'n oud krel, maar bon. Ja. Let's put this back. Die gewoon nog... Wat? Ja, noemt dat wel? Nogthans gemakkelijk.
Correction, I'm really stupid. So I tightened these bolts down, put it back in, and it still leaked. And then I saw this. I don't know if you're able to see. There's looks to be a very small crack in the housing, and I think that's the culprit of the leak. So I'm gonna change it out with another one from the M52, and hopefully that fixes the issue. Okay guys, the car is running right now, as you can hear. So it's quite loud, but it's running quite rich. You can hear it's like a little bit drowning a little bit, and yeah, it's slipping out here. I believe it's because the O2 sensor isn't connected, and so yeah, it's not adjusting the fuel and such. Just like I can try to see if the temperature gauge is working, but it's not doing anything. So I think I'm gonna have to change it out, or maybe rewire it or something. But yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. I've found another issue with the exhaust. So because it's so low, the brace doesn't fit, the front sway bar doesn't fit, and also I can't turn all the way to the right because the steering, yeah, the little arm from the steering actually hits the exhaust before I have full lock. So yeah, I can drive it, but I have to be really careful, and yeah, not so great news. But I'm glad it runs. It's a bummer, but that means that I will have to see if I can get an appointment somewhere decent for getting an exhaust made. Hopefully soon, because I really want to drive this thing. But yeah, sad face. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I did a lot. Finally got the car started. We're doing a test drive really soon, but yeah, I'm stoked. So yeah, I hope I see you again at the next video, and hit that subscribe button and support the channel, support the old Bmw community, and yeah, have a good day. Bye.